Hey everybody, Karl Bethke from Rush Outdoors. We're actually going to show you a hunt here of a buck that I shot this year. A buck I call Double Crab Claw, big old 8-point near my place on this bedding area. He had moved in a couple weeks before. We'll show you guys some game camera pictures of him. But needless to say, we got the opportunity to take this deer on November 7th during the rut. Came in with a doe. Made a 38-yard shot on him. You guys will see what happens there. But we had an encounter with this deer earlier, about 2 years ago actually, about 30 yards from the same spot I ended up killing him at. You guys can see that coming up on the video here shortly, so sit back and watch. It's going to be about a 20-minute story, a few different hunts. Be sure to check this out. It's October 24th here in southern Wisconsin. I'm actually up in a bedding area. We haven't hunted the stand all year. I usually wait until late to hunt the stand, but I've seen a bunch of deer searching. So what I'm expecting is to see some of these bucks coming to try and sun check these does in this bedding area without scaring up any does. I got the sun directly behind me, so that's why I'm kind of close to the camera to block the sun from the lens. But it's October 24th. Next week, starting Saturday, actually, Mike and I are on vacation for 16 days. So hopefully we'll be able to hook up with a couple good bucks over that time period. We do have one buck up in this area that I'm really hunting. His name's Nightmare. He's a mainframe 10 with an extra broadhead, so it'd be an 11-point, but we shall see what happens. Anything that's probably 2.5 or 3.5 on this property, I'll shoot. 3.5 for sure. We do have some bucks that are older, but they hold really tight, so we'll see what happens. Stick around.
October 24th here in southern Wisconsin. I had a tank of, looked like an 8-point, just a big deer. I am shaking like a dog. Whew, that is a big deer. I think he's a 4-year-old, I can't really tell. But he come in tonight up above me in this bedding area. We had to go pro running, forgot to turn on the bow cam. Whew, I was a little wound up, still wound up, now I'm really shaking. I hope he's laying down here. I didn't hear him crash, but I hope he's laying down here not too far away. So I'm probably gonna have to call the landowner and let him know. I'm gonna go over here and see if I can find some blood and go from there.
So anyway, this is my nephew Cody Van Haren. It's October 24th at 8:22 p.m. right now, and we've been reviewing the shot from tonight. To me, it looks like it's just behind the shoulder, but it looks a little bit high. You kind of see the arrow kick down. I got about 4.5 inches of arrow in him and 10 inches of penetration, which would, to me, make me think that that deer wouldn't go that far. But he went all the way to the bottom of this hill that I was hunting on, up in this bedding area. And that's probably about 120 yards. When I got to the bottom, I had really good blood, bright red. And I started going through some real thick stuff. And I heard a deer get up. So at that point, back out, right?
Oh yeah.
So I backed out and came back to the house so we could review the footage. We both decided we think the shot's pretty good. I called my partner Mike. He's throwing darts tonight. It was a self-filmed hunt. You'll see that. Hopefully Cody's going to come tomorrow morning around 9 a.m. and there's another guy that hunts the other side of this hill. We're going to let him do his morning hunt. He said then we can come in and check for the deer. So hopefully tomorrow morning we'll be able to recover the animal. It's going to be a sleepless night. So that's the way it goes. Today is November 8th here in southern Wisconsin. This is the double crab claw buck that I shot yesterday. I started obviously pulling the back straps out, and as I was cutting into the back strap, I found something hard in it. So if Kathy can get a close up of this, but it is a broadhead. And I haven't pulled it out yet. See exactly what it is. But my assumption is we'll have to pull it out with the pliers. I'll get it out in a second. But regardless, this deer had been hit, would have been a year before or 2 years before, something like that. And you can see it actually goes right through just above the vital part of the spine. And the broadhead was wedged in there. So I am not positive what it is, but it grew around it a pocket of whatever. We'll see if we can get this out. I should probably use a bigger knife. Get a different knife. It appears to be, and it is, a Thunderhead 125 and a carbon shaft. I'm starting to think I may have shot this deer, but I am not sure, because a couple years back we were using Thunderheads 125s. It's a carbon shaft. Trying to remember if I had hit one high. I'll have to go back in the footage and look, but regardless, 125 grain Thunderhead. Missed the vital part of the spine, and the deer survived, so it shows you how resilient whitetails are. But gonna have to do some research on this and check and see if we've got some footage of somebody missing a deer high a couple years back. But
It's early morning, November 7th. four-wheeler's a deer out cruising about 300 yards away. Couldn't tell how big he was, but it is what it is. So we're gonna sit up here all day. Hopefully get one of these deer cruising in and out of this little food plot we got here next to the bedding area. So stick around. Hopefully we'll be able to put one down today. It's starting to get really good here in southern Wisconsin. So beautiful high pressure day. Sun's coming up. Hopefully we'll have good luck.
Meh, meh, meh.
Well, that's one of the bucks that was on our hit list. I actually let him go October 13th. It's a double main beam buck. We call it double main beam. Oh no, here comes another deer. people. I am having a day. So early this morning, we had double maned meat buck in. And now, double crab claw comes in. He's a big 8. And I shot and I hit him. I think he ducked the arrow a little bit. I had to get down and put another arrow into him while he took off. I think he's laying over here about 80 yards. We're going to give him about an hour. Then we're going to go over there and recover him. I did put another arrow into him. You guys probably didn't get to see that on video, but he went around about 80 yards. You can see him running. I took off after him. I got to about 25 yards, put another arrow up into him. He's a great big bodied deer, just a giant. So, it's just been a wild time here this morning. November 7th in southern Wisconsin. Just crazy. So, I'm going to review the footage on that one and see how it goes. Giant deer, I'll tell you. I'm kind of excited. I'm real excited about that buck. They actually came up one of the trails that I walked in on. Of course, he had hot doe in front of him, so that had a lot to do with why he was doing what he was doing. Regardless, I am wound up, so I'm pretty sure he's down right over there, but we're going to wait about an hour and go from there. But, okay. Excellent. Alright, so I got my wife camera in for me, or camera woman today. We shot that, I think, double crab claw a little bit earlier. You guys seen that on the video. Right here, about 5 yards away, is where I put that second arrow into him. I'm expecting to be within 25 yards of us here, so hopefully we'll be able to find him. I am going to knock an arrow, just in case we come up on him. If he passes onto the neighbor's property, we'll give him a call and ask if we can recover the animal. So stick around. Hopefully we'll get our nice buck. So right here's where he was laying when I put that second arrow into him. You can see all the blood right in here. I'm hoping he's going to be just up here. There's that second arrow. Smells pretty good. Dead buck. Right here. Oh yeah. That is him. He is a little bloody, but you guys can see that he's a great big, heavy 8-point. 8-point. This is a buck I call double crab claw. We got pictures of him probably, I don't know, about 2 months, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago he moved in. First picture was right here where you guys seen me shoot him, just off that food plot near the bedding area. So we are going to tag him, gut him, and drag him out. But he's a beautiful whitetail. Just lucky to be able to have an opportunity to do this. Just lucky on November 7th to be able to take opportunity to take this deer. We got to thank our partners this year: Obsession Bows, Dead Center Archery, Black Eagle Arrows, Clean Shot, Scent Blocker. Just a bunch of great companies to work with. Want to thank everybody for all their support. But finally got it done here in Wisconsin. Now I get to be cameraman for the rest of the staff for the next 2 weeks before we go to North Dakota.